Alright, what's up guys? I'm just here on my laptop. Want to make a short video here on this channel. I've decided to put the live stream on a hold for maybe a couple of weeks, just because of all of the technical struggles I've been in. So I'm just gonna wait until I get my space set up properly, and then I'm going to go all in on the stream again. But until then, I'm gonna be making regular videos here on YouTube. So not to worry if you are following me. I'm gonna try to be active here on YouTube instead. So. Just a short market overview here. I just took profits here from the New Zealand trade. How many pips were that? I actually got long right here. So I'm just gonna estimate, and it was about 140 pips I got from that trade. Took a long time. I'm currently long as well on the AUDCAD. I'll show you that right here, going my way finally. So this has been a long trade as well. Got long right here on this Gartley, and the market has been going up and down ever since. So I'm hoping that we're gonna get the push I need to finish here to target twos. I have moved this to break even, so a risk-free trade, but I'm hoping to get some profits here. But overall, the market today, or since the open of yesterday, has been relatively slow. The euro here, we're getting a rally here to the upside, as I predicted here with the bat pattern on my last video. I think I actually didn't get involved here. It's just too large of a pattern. It's obviously a daily bat pattern, so too large for me. I haven't gotten any chance to go long here. So I don't know if I'm gonna be able to get long here. I do believe that we could go higher here, all the way to let's say the 111, at least 111 even. But we'll see what happens there. There really isn't very much opportunity for me, at least, in the markets. Nothing on the pound. I mean, this wick here, and this whole thing, this sharp fall we got last week on the 6th, or was it 2 weeks ago? Basically, it's just been it's ruined my opportunity for a entry here on the pound dollar. So dollar yen. I got this, drew this channel here in which we seem to be breaking, or I mean, I guess we can move this like this. So this is basically the problem I have with trend lines. It's super easy just to move them, to make them fit to fit. if that makes sense. But actually we do have a bat, small bat here. See it better on the 15. I'm just gonna draw it in here. Right here, boop, boom, boom, and at the 886, right here. So this might be a possibility. I'm not sure if we can get the pips I need. Let's see. Let's see if we can make this work here. Yep, we actually can. So about 62 pips, which is pretty good. The ATR is pretty good here as well. So we're not risking, we're only risking 25 pips. So I'm gonna put a limit here to buy on the dollar yen. Like so. I'll just do it when the video, when I finish with the video. Pound yen, same scenario as the dollar yen here. I put this in here a while ago. I like to draw things in here. The only reason I could have gone long right here was because we got all the way to the wick, down to the wick right here. But as you can see, we don't really have any entry here. It's just the market came down and then it's pushing back up again. So although we did come all the way to the wick here, the ATR was too large, and the ATR was about 128 for a long there, so too large of a trade for me, so didn't take that one. Looks to be a nice trade though if the market pushes higher, about 380 pips, so that's pretty nice. So hopefully some of you got long there at the bottom. Euro yen, and I'm sorry if I'm going too quick. I just wanted to go briefly over all the pairs here. I didn't want to make this a long video. I got short on this bat pattern somewhat back. I actually did exit the trade right here due to this structure area here, and I did talk about this in my last video on the market overview. You can see we had some structure here, and I was being careful, and I started to manage the trade. I do believe that we can go lower here, but this is this guy right here. Boom. I want to see a break of these wicks here before pushing any lower. If we get a break here, quite possibly we get a pullback right back into those wicks, and that might be an opportunity for a short, for continuation short down into right here. I would actually take targets, depending on the risk to reward, about around the 113 even. I think that's a nice target to seek for a short. So we're probably, if we're gonna get a break here, we're probably gonna get some support right here, and then it's just a matter of how strong is this resistance level if we get the break here. So I'm gonna keep I will be keeping my eye on the euro yen here as well. New Zealand dollar, we covered that. I'm short, not the best short. Not the best short in the world, but per my rules I have to take this bad pattern here on the New Zealand dollar, so I'm not super excited about that. I'm not that sure that we're gonna get the drop here. Of course we could, but we could just keep on pushing higher. And if we do, I got the cipher here. I will be shorting this cipher as well. So $CAD. This was a cipher pattern I drew on the $CAD here. We did not touch 38, I believe. Let's see. Well, we just kissed it. So for those of you who got involved on the cipher pattern, you're probably out of the pattern for break even. I didn't get involved, it's too large of a pattern. So yeah. So this pattern is technically invalid right now. And you can see that we're heading down here. We could get a boost to the upside here, and I'm kind of hoping that we do, because the New Zealand dollar will probably trade opposite the $CAD. So if we go up here, we're probably gonna go down on the New Zealand dollar, and since I'm short there, that would be a nice turn of event. I want to show you this trend line here real quick on the larger. Let's auto scale this. So this is a larger trend line. You can see right here we did trade just above it, below it for a short period. A false breakout. The chart is getting pretty cluttered, but this trend line, this will be an interesting, if we can drop all the way down here, this will be an interesting level or an interesting line to see if we can get some opportunities for a long here. The shorter, or this smaller trend line right here, you see we just broke, I'm not sure if you can see it. We got the break of the trend line right here, boom. We got the pullback right into the trend line right here. We got a nice, it's not the perfect pin bar, but you can see that we did have some pressure to the downside, and then we continued lower. So so yeah, we could be heading lower here on the $CAD as well. I'm hoping for a pullback here, and then a continuation to the downside. I think that's the most obvious trade, this trend continuation trade here. The Aussie cat, long the Aussie cat, so I'm rooting for that boy to go up. I've drawn in a small trend line here. As you can see, the market has been respecting this trend line, so I'm not going to be too worried until we break the trend line here once more. Then we might be in for a push to the downside, or just another push to this area right here, and then maybe we can go up again, and who knows. But I'm really hoping that I get to this trade will finish up in the next 1 or 2 days. So this is a nice 100 pips in here as well. So I haven't calculated the week. I just finished, I think it was about an hour ago or 2 hours ago, I went short on the New Zealand dollar, so I haven't calculated the pips into my spreadsheet yet. I'm going to do that tomorrow. Then I can get an overview of the week. The Aussie dollar, we got a loss here. I got a loss here on this cipher here. As you can see, went short right here. Let me move it. Boom, like so. We came down, didn't quite touch the 38, and then we shot back up, and we are currently continuing higher. I'm just wondering, let's clear some of this stuff out here. I think we do have another larger cipher pattern in here, which I won't be able to trade. I can see that right away, but we might find some entries. Let's see. Valid here. Let's see how the retracement or the extension goes. Touch of the 27 right here. So a valid cipher pattern, but this would not be a 1 hour cipher pattern for me. Boom, boom, where's the 786? So we actually are, for those of you that trade the higher time frames, you would be involved in the cipher. I actually do like this here. I like this level. I do want the market to push a little higher for my entry. But if we can get like a double top in here, or the market could push a little higher, and we might find some pin bars and stuff like that. We are currently extremely overbought here. Let's see, let's check out to the 4. Let's see if we can get an entry here on the cipher. If we can make this work, the ATR on the Aussie dollar is pretty nice. It's about 24, so we actually might get I might short this with a better risk reward. So 25, 50. I want to go 25 above this guy right here, since these two levels are so close together. So 42, it's 67. But then we have this guy right here. I would like to go over that one as well, since we so the 77 level, I do like that. The 77 is right here. I don't really want an inverse risk to reward. I don't really like that. So let's see how far we can go. 618 right here. So it's about 95 pips. $67. I would wanna go a little higher here. So 2 ATR maybe. So 50 above this guy. That's 94. It's too much. So 280 are above this guy, 25, 50 at 75. That we can work with that. So I want to go 77 here. So we can get a little higher than this guy right here. Obviously we have this guy as well. So I'm gonna do like this instead of instead of looking for multiple shorts in here. I'm just gonna extend my risk a little bit. I am worried about this guy right here as well, but going above this area right here, that's gonna be too much risk. I wanna do another short in here if we push through all the structure right here. We do have a lot of structure, so I feel pretty comfortable with shorting this. We have a lot of protection in here, so yeah, I think it's a nice short, and I'm gonna use the cipher here for my entry. So I'm gonna stop the video and I'm gonna short the Aussie dollar, and I'm gonna, what was the other? Yeah, and I'm gonna put a limit on dollar yen. So that's it for today's or tonight's video. Like I said in the beginning, I'm gonna put the stream on a little hold. I'm gonna place an announcement on the Twitch platform. And it's only gonna be it for hopefully for a couple of weeks, maybe 3 weeks, just until it gets settled. As some of you know, I'm buying a new house, so I need to finish all that stuff and set up my office, and then hopefully I'm gonna start to stream again. So, but for those of you that have downloaded my money management trading diary spreadsheet, fantastic. Thank you for the nice feedback. We have or the slots that were available. I posted that I'm gonna be giving away 20 slots. We have already gotten to 20 slots, but I'm gonna keep it open if you guys want it and you haven't gotten the chance. So I'm not gonna be closing it just yet, but I will be doing that sometime in the near future. So if you haven't gotten the opportunity to download the money management trading diary spreadsheet, go ahead, check out the other videos. There's a 2-part tutorial on the channel, and remember to subscribe and do all those nice things for me, like the video and so on and so on. And I apologize for the quality of the video. I'm just doing this on my laptop. So until next time.